Hi everyone, this is Mackenzie Kino, and this will be my speech for 1321. I would like you all to imagine a world where parents outlive their children. It sounds awful, doesn't it? This is something that's not supposed to happen, but yet it is more and more often each day in the United States. Childhood obesity is an extreme problem in the United States. Jacqueline Howard of CNN wrote that a percentage of children and teens affected by obesity has more than tripled since the 1970s. I'd like to also point out that obesity leads to a lot more problems with your health, more than just being overweight. It can lead to heart problems. You can have diabetes because of it. You can also have high blood pressure and a number of things. The CDC states that data from 2015 to 2016 shows that nearly 1 in 5 school-aged children and young people in the United States suffer from obesity. That's 20% of our youth that is obese. And not only does obesity lead to physical troubles, but it also can lead to emotional troubles as well. I believe that parents can end the epidemic of obesity. The United States Department of Health and Human Services says that 80.2 million people aged 6 and older are physically inactive. And this can be easily fixed by parents urging their children to go outside. Put your iPad down, put your phone down. Just go out there and kick around a soccer ball. I understand that sports can be expensive to put your child in, but it's not expensive to go on walks as a family. It's not expensive to take your child to the park rather than putting on a movie when they get home from school. Another factor is diet. A healthy diet can do a lot for a child, but if you're not feeding them correctly, it gets bad, and the child doesn't know to tell you that they don't want it. They love fried food and bad things for them. But the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says that empty calories from added sugars and solid fats make up to 40% of daily calories. Half of these come from sodas, fruit drinks, grain and dairy desserts, pizza and milk. And now I know that home cooking is not always an option, but it is something to keep in mind. You should try to actively cook at home more and cook healthy items. And even if you do go out to eat, there's always a healthy option on the menu. I know that at most fast food restaurants, there's always a grilled chicken wrap or always a grilled chicken sandwich. That's going to be the best thing versus the Big Mac. I'd like to urge you all to picture going outside and seeing kids playing on a playground or riding down the street in their bikes. And this is something that you just don't see anymore. You see kids on iPads at restaurants, not engaging. They don't do what we used to do when we were children. And this is also stated by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services that children now spend more than 7.5 hours daily in front of a screen. And that's something that I just think that we should lower as parents. A Healthier America also says that we spend an estimated $190 billion every year to treat obesity-related conditions in America. If we completely eradicated obesity, we would save $190 billion that we could reallocate to something so much better. Parents, this is your time to step up and think of your children or future child if you don't want to see them go before you. Obesity is becoming more and more prevalent, and that's something that we can't ignore. We have to act now. You have to take your kids out to the park to do something active. You have to feed them better. You can tell them no whenever they want a soda or an extra snack. It's your decision. They don't know what's best for them, but you do. Imagine being a healthy and happy family. And imagine watching your child grow into this old age. Now is the time to start making healthy decisions for you and your family.